Meantime, President Trump taking to Twitter again today to attack the nation's vote-by-mail system. This less than 3 weeks after saying 2020 would be the most rigged election in our nation's history.
News 5's John Kosick tells us this is something Ohio elections officials have repeatedly disputed.
Secretary of State Frank LaRose has told me multiple times that the president may have valid concerns as it relates to how other states carry out mail-in voting, but the reality is, he says, here in Ohio, we have the safeguards in place to protect against fraud. In his Friday tweets, President Trump spoke of mail-in ballot fraud in many elections and re-echoing his earlier claims of a rigged election. His comments echoing those of his Attorney General William Barr last month.
It absolutely opens the floodgates to fraud. Those things are delivered into mailboxes. They can be taken out.
I think what you're really looking at is, in some ways, a campaign tactic that Trump is using and that his campaign will likely continue to use to delegitimize the results of the election, given that it will likely rely a lot on mailed-in ballots.
A Dartmouth College study last year on the effects of unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud found that it is a difficult bell to unring, finding that even exposure to fact checks do not reduce the damage from the accusations. That being said, News 5 political analyst Tom Sutton says research nationally as well as in Ohio shows the traditional vote-by-mail voter tends to be older and lean more Republican.
So really, quite frankly, if anything, the Trump campaign would likely benefit if more states went to all mail ballots come November.
Sutton says the president was right on this claim, the fact that election results could be delayed, as we saw in our own primary election in April. When you have a high volume of vote-by-mail ballots, they take a lot longer to tabulate. John Kosick, News 5.